I remember the old barn was really old, and stanchions were down underneath and had no electricity. Everything was lanterns, and the lanterns would go out, and finally we got what they called a gas lantern, which you had to pump up by hand, and that gave a good light, but they were scarce and few of them around the country. When the barn was built, I was 5 years old, and in those days, neighbors all worked together, and they all came with what they called pike poles, which was a long pole with a spear in the end. And these men would all get up they'd get one side ready to raise, so they'd all get on one side of the building, and the boss would holler, "Up!" And the whole bunch would lift together, and they'd raise the whole side of the barn. And that's the way they put it. And then, instead of putting together with spikes, they had wooden dowels. And they drill a hole in these large timbers, and then they drive the dowels into the holes instead of using spikes and nails. And I can remember after the barn was built, we had a barn social, and the whole neighborhood came, and I was small then, and I can remember my cousin wheeling me around in a silage cart. And we had a new silage cart, and that was really quite a thing to be riding in that old silage cart. So.